Well, hello and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Hope you're having a lovely day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to some coverage of 12 MQ. So this is a 12 Master Quest tournament, i.e. we're not playing normal OOTR today. We're playing with all the Master Quest dungeons. I'm Tobias. With me today on commentary is Alkaline Ace. Alkaline, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you too?
Can't complain. Well, without further ado, let's get them kicked off here. Exclamation point ready in the race room. And here we go. There's their password. They will be starting in just a few seconds. So, 12MQ. In other words, this tournament is a little bit special because we are going to see only Master Quest dungeons. That is, we're going to see Zelda as it was reimagined for the ultimately failed 64DD add-on. And that means a lot of different logic requirements, a lot of different requirements in terms of items and so on. Alka, you can tell us all about that, right?
Yeah, I can tell about this, as I'm also a player for this. So this is Season 8 settings with Master Quest dungeons. It has no other difference than this. Okay, Forest, Fire, Dodongo's Cavern, Dekutri, Jabu. Okay, we don't need Spirit. That's a good thing if you don't have much time to watch this.
Okay.
But
we are starting with Requiem anyway.
Yeah. So, yeah, Master Quest Spirit is available. Not really, because there's like one chest we can do here as an adult, and about 2 more chests, and then after that you need Longshot and Bomb Shoes and Strength 2 to just start the dungeon.
Okay. And we get Minuet immediately, which is another immediate song we can get. We also saw Dodongo's Cavern on the path to Queen Goma.
Yeah,
which
that's
I will
a pretty
hurry
good
to
thing.
track.
That's a pretty good thing. Dodongo's Cavern is still a dungeon that is available pretty early in the game. You need about the same items as in the normal dungeon. Just a fire source for 1 check.
Mm-hmm.
So there's value to do that as a child. Because you can do it with sticks. Okay, we have Epona. That's actually really nice right now. It gives access to GTG. That is
which we do need to Evilsbane, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. So the important items for GTG MQ, you actually cannot bypass the hook shots on the left side because the silver rupee is not exactly in the same position. And you do need a bottle to do half the back half of the dungeon. So we are probably waiting for these 2 items. You also need a bow to do anything in the dungeon. Okay. That's a sometimes hint for a Spirit Temple chest that is very, very, very slow to get, so it's a good thing that it's dead.
Okay, so that a temporal paradox in Spirit Temple, what does that mean?
That means that you have to spawn the chest as an adult and collect it as a child.
Domain, Goron City, I missed the 3rd Foolish Hint, and apparently Temple of Time. No, GTG is also on the path to Baronade.
Ooh, okay, GTG is pretty early then. In GTG Master Quest, the 2 chests in the center room are already spawned. So that's 2 very easy checks to get.
Okay, but, so what was the Foolish Hints again? Someone want to tell me?
Yeah, I didn't see the Foolish Hints, unfortunately.
Yeah, there was. I basically had to go cross-eyed to watch both the Foolish Hints that r0bd0g read, as well as the path hint that SlyRyD read. Choose in Mido's house. So far, not a single big chest we've seen.
You actually want Bomb Shoes much more than in a normal game, so that's very, very big.
Okay, 30 dead. 40 dead. 50 is also dead. Cool.
Yeah.
No more than 20 spiders today.
That's pretty good. Domain is foolish.
Goron City is foolish, and Haunted Wasteland is foolish. Thanks, that's still only one check.
Yeah, that's bad foolish is. Temple of Time is prelude, that's okay.
So it said if you want to be here for a long time, we're hoping for Song of Time on Ocarina.
Yeah, if you want to be here for a long time, yeah. Considering our dungeons right now, I think ZL can also be on Ocarina of Time, which would also make it required.
Mm-hmm. And that's Bolero from the windmill.
No, actually, no, we cannot have ZL on Ocarina of Time. Shadow is Stone, so ZL is available, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the Song of Time in Master Quest is much more important than in the vanilla dungeons. You need it for kind of a lot of checks in dungeons, but there's not a single dungeon in the game that always requires it. Like if you need the Song of Time, it's for the boss key usually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The biggest dungeons with Song of Time blocks is Spirit Temple. I think it's the one that locks the biggest amount of checks. Shadow also has a decent amount. And Shadow also logically I think Shadow actually No, it only logically requires if the boss key is there, yeah. So Shadow and Spirit are the two biggest Song of Time dungeons, which means that there's actually a pretty low chance to have Song of Time on Ocarina of Time in this seed. It can happen, but it's pretty low. Forest Temple can require Song of Time to finish the dungeon because you can be required to climb Song of Time blocks to reach the end of a dungeon. If like checkerboard has a small key, you need Song of Time to finish.
I see.
Yeah. But yeah, standard opening from runners right now. It's just S8 settings with Master Quest, which means that we are diving our dungeons a little slower than usual. We want to get some items for every single dungeons. Even Deku, you really, really want something before going in there. Like you really want a slingshot for Deku. Slingshot is hard required to beat this seed because you cannot do anything in Jabu without a slingshot. This is the main difference with Season 8. Some of the items that are considered really bad are actually extremely important. You hard require a slingshot for Jabu and you want it for Deku. You really want fire arrows for Fire Temple. That's extremely important. The Inspire can work, but it's extremely slow and magic consuming. So we really want to see the fire arrows in this seed. Especially as Shadow is a stone, so we don't really care about the Inspire. And water is also a stone, so both of the Inspire dungeons are stone.
We have 3 really long adult dungeons as stones, so
yeah. So
this could be a quick one, but there is also so much that the seed can still toss our way that would change that. So
yeah.
I don't want to curse it by saying this too early.
Yeah, actually, the 3 dungeons with the biggest item requirements have been are the stones in this one. So this is the 5 fastest dungeon to clear. It really depends on the boss key location for every single one of them. For the 2 of them actually, but
there's a milk bottle up in the crate, fitting kind of in the graveyard.
All right.
Interesting that SlyRyD keeps doing short breaks, but I think it's just him tracking some checks on his list.
Yeah, if you are not completely familiar with Master Quest, you really want to make a tracker up to date because the logic is not that easy. in some of the dungeons. Actually, for spirits, like you would think that oh no, spirit has the worst logic forever. In Master Quest, it must be harder, right? That's actually wrong. The key logic in Master Quest Spirit is 20 times easier than the normal Spirit Temple logic. You need 7 keys for half of a dungeon. And that's all you want to know.
Oh dear.
Yeah, which means that it's actually really hard to need everything.
Another loser rupee. So obviously, despite SlyRyD already finding some bond shoes in Mido's house, he is continuing to check small chests here. Wants some more chances at maybe finding explosives.
Okay, you can see on Rob's screen that he's an MQ expert. He entered that door and immediately faced away from the entrance because there's a like spawn on you if you advance a little in the room, and it
nice.
absolutely destroys you. And that's the one check of Fire Temple you can do without a fire source. Every single other check in your dungeon requires having fire.
No way. Oh, SlyRyD just burned before the fire and temple entrance here. That'll cost him some time, safe warping, or rather respawning here. And it looks like r0bd0g is done with his adult opener 10 minutes in and headed child.
Yeah, I think he really wants to get his the Island Song of Time, if possible. Also, he didn't get the bone shoes, so there's no value to going to Dodongo's Cavern. He cannot do anything. So yeah, probably standard opening. Dodongo's Cavern is path, so they expect that with bomb shoes he would go inside pretty fast. There's more value to do Child Dodongo's Cavern in Master Quest than in normal dungeon because the dungeon is done in reverse in Master Quest, meaning that you go to the top and then you walk your way down.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, that's
so many.
That's a strength. That's a strength
That's
in the NC wall.
Yeah, we want that. So as soon as a hook shot or some way to stop Link the Goron is discovered, we can expect our runners going for that. Because I think both r0bd0g and SlyRyD have seen that.
Yeah, hookshot, hover, strength, bow, bombs.
Anything to get us across the bridge or into the volcano from the Runia's chamber. Yeah.
Sly could actually get that one with bomb shoes, but that's not in logic.
Unsung Grave has Mirror Shield. Well, I guess we're going Graveyard pretty soon again.
Well, that's not required to beat the seeds, but
you kind of want to take that along though, just to be sure.
Yeah.
If the game kind of wants you to do something in Spirit Temple, don't want to go back. Don't want to have to go back for that.
Well, Mirror Shield is not only required for Spirit in this setting. There are actually 3 checks locked by Mirror Shield in 4 checks locked in by Mirror Shield in Ganon's Castle.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, it's a little more useful in this setting. But it's a free shield. That's enough.
Team never buy a shield keeps winning.
Yeah, that's a really good hint, especially as we already have a Samsung. It means you can keep your money.
Mm-hmm. There's no risk of ending up in Deku Tree as adult.
Yeah, Spirit Trial is the light trial of a Master Quest, and the light trial is garbage. It's light trial is 2 checks.
Wonderful.
So the strength 3 is basically worthless in Master Quest settings, which is a good thing. But you need Hammer to do Spirit Trial, and then Mirror Shield for the 4 checks locked by Mirror Shield.
So SlyRyD is immediately playing into those bomb shoes that he found, is immediately making sure to get Ocarina of Time a Serenade. Okay, so that locks no checks.
Okay, that's simultaneously good news and bad news. The good news is you don't need to get your free stone. That's really good news. The bad news is Serenade and Prelude are both dungeon locked. So going from child to adult really sucks.
Well, no budget Prelude for you. We did not check child spawn yet, so we might still get lucky here.
Yeah, that's true. The settings are exactly Season 8, but with Master Quest. That's that's something that was consciously chosen for runners to familiarize themselves with MQ, so play with familiar settings.
Yeah, just with extra spice in the dungeons.
Yeah, and the Season 8 settings are really good. I think most people like them, so there was no reason to like change a good formula.
I mean, you feel free to keep praising the work of my fellow co-organizers, working on the working very hard on the Season 8 settings actually, because I think they did a great job. So yeah, okay. We found Saria's song with Malin, so SlyRyD is about to get that as well. r0bd0g is slightly ahead here. So we're about to see child spawn, I bet, and they're probably hoping it's somewhere close to market at this point, just to make getting back there as a child not suck. But there's a strength upgrade, so that is priority number 1. So we now have
Strength 2 in logic,
strength 1 in logic, but strength 2 out of logic. No, wait, actually strength 2 in logic, because we can obviously pick up bomb flowers now. Cool.
Yeah. That's not really relevant until you have long shot. As long as we don't have long shot, it's not really important to have strength 2.
Yeah, Zelda's Lullaby.
Yeah, that's really good. The song we do not want to see is Storms at this point. Storms is Bottom of the Well, but Bottom of the Well in Master Quest is
bad?
Yeah. Worthless is not a bad word for it.
Interesting.
There's
so one of the most
5 checks, very long to get.
I see.
Yeah, it's not that long, but it's only 5 checks. It's a lot of commitment for basically nothing, usually.
Okay, r0bd0g is about to find those
checks.
bomb shoes with Midos as well.
I'm sorry, it's 3 checks. It's 3 checks, not 5. 5 is with Kisanichi. It's 3 checks.
Oh, cool. So, looking at where our runners are, Sly will, I bet, continue to play into having those strength upgrades. We'll check the strength block checks in Lost Woods here straight away. But yeah, pretty thorough run through Lost Woods ahead of us now, with Saria's song in hand as well, and Zelda's Lullaby. So Goron City as Child is also on the menu very soon.
Goron City is foolish, right?
Oh, Goron City is foolish. Well, I guess we're not seeing that then. That's Saria's song entirely dealt with, though. But we get a magic jar from the Bridge Scrub in Lost Woods.
That's very important. You need magic much more in MQ than in normal dungeons. So extremely good thing to see right now. Ocarina minigame. Yeah, you need to be a little more thorough on the overworld, considering you need more items to actually start diving dungeons. We have the bare minimum to do anything right now, which is a strength for the Dongos Cavern. And the Dongos Cavern is path to Queen Goma. So I would actually argue to go to the Dongos Cavern as a child right now.
Oh dear.
Yeah, because of 3 reasons. The first one is it's path to Queen Goma, so you avoid 2 changes. The second is going to adults actually sucks right now. because we don't have Serenade, we don't have Prelude. We are guaranteed to not get them. Still no Nocturne, so yeah, there's literally no good way to go Adult. And the third one is it's MQ. It's actually faster than in the normal dungeon to do. So.
And with strength and bomb shoes, the dungeon is still entirely beatable in theory, right?
Let me think. Probably. Yeah. I don't think you need slingshots in the Dongo's Cavern. You still want it, but I don't think you need. Also, we have 26. That's good. Strength and shoe is beatable, yeah. And the last advantage of going child, there's a fourth one, yeah. You can do every check as a child. As an adult, there's one check you cannot do.
That's helpful.
You need a fire source as an adult, and we have
finally,
but we don't have fire.
Yeah, r0bd0g is finally showing us the tile spawn here, so let's see.
Should the send heart container? Helpful hint, actually.
And Lon, that's actually not bad in terms of getting to market. As long as it's daytime.
Yeah. Okay. Boulder of Destiny, I guess. That's probably a good choice right now.
Yeah, so r0bd0g is probably going to do a few checks that SlyRyD has already done.
We have Sunstorm, yeah, that's true. So we just have good access to Adult now. Yeah, the child spawn is better than Nocturne, so that's good.
Yep, Sunsong is the joker here, allowing us to get into market with decent time of day. So both of them have chosen not to go to River in their adult opener. Obviously, with Season 8 settings, hints are pretty powerful. So it's interesting to me that both of them kind of immediately went child as soon as they did a, cursory look around the adult side of things. Is that pretty typical of MQ, or is that just something these two chose? Yeah, choose aren't logical. Choose are out of logic. So because they don't refill, you can't refill your bomb choose without, because they don't just spawn at tall grass, for example. So all bomb choose are out of logic.
Yeah, the logic for having bomb choose is have a bomb bag to buy bomb choose in the bomb choose shop. That's the logic.
Yeah.
Because you actually require bomb choose to beat spirit. We need to take that into account.
So it looks like Sly is following your suggestion and headed towards the Dongo's Cavern here.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, r0bd0g is getting a bow from Hyrule Castle Fairy.
Yeah, that's really good. You want a bow much more in these settings too. So yeah, you want a bow because you want fire arrows. Okay.
So fire arrows, clearly the superior fire source in 12MQ.
We want fire arrows for Fire Temple mostly, but also for Spirit and out of logic in water. So yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay, so r0bd0g with that bow heading straight adult.
Yeah.
Sly, meanwhile, is headed to do some more child checks, but not interested in heading into Dongo's Cavern at the moment.
Yeah. So yeah, the Dongo's Cavern is still faster as an adult than as a child. It's just that as a child you can full clear, and it's less bad. But less bad doesn't mean it's better. And since our child spawn is closer than we expected to going adult, it's probably fine to go as an adult.
All right.
We are just expecting a sword in the Dongo's Cavern at this point.
I mean, with that path, that is not unlikely.
I mean, you need a slingshot, and slingshots lock way more checks in MQ, so there's actually a decent chance they can be path.
SlyRyD is about to get his second strength upgrade here. Oh, sorry, not the strength upgrade. Mirror shield, actually. Might be disappointed by missing Dampe here. Not quite sure what the plan here was.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. But Sly is going the whole world around with a kitten mask on his head, so... Actually kinda like this mask. Okay, it's probably 10 skulls now. We'll probably see a bomb bag soon. Considering GTG is double path right now, it's actually possible our progression is just locked by going into GTG to get the free checks that are in logic right now. Because the GTG maze only has 3 small key doors, not 9. And there's a check that is available before having any small key in there, while also having the 2 GTG lobby chests. So double path GTG with literally Epona putting it in logic. I think that's part of Rob's plan. I think Rob is going into Dodongo's Cavern because he can full clear -1 check, which is a path location, into GTG.
Sly does seem to be rather interested in doing a thorough first child segment, though, whereas Rob is now headed into GTG, it seems.
You mean Dodongo's Cavern?
Dodongo's Cavern, yes, you are right. Sorry.
All right,
might need a coffee.
Yeah, 2 bomb chews. He needs to keep 3.
What will he need these 3 bomb chews for?
2 for the eyes and 1 for King Dodongo. The same as normal, basically. I mean, I cannot fault DTG on the brain. Like, DTG is also good in Master Quest.
More bomb chews from Dampe.
Okay, that's
and it's
really
another
good.
10-pack. That's really helpful for Sly here.
This is the shieldless setup of opening the eyes.
And Rob quite successful with that.
Yeah. First try. We really wanted this first try because only 2 won't choose. Okay, this chest is dead.
As promised, here's a mirror shield, and I think that's the first big chest we've actually seen. There's another big chest right here on RobDog's side.
Yeah.
Which is just going to be a Kokiri sword. Well, that was an easy DC to go my path.
Yeah, that's the bomb bag chest. So that's
also you basically get bomb back after the first child loop in Master Quest. Interesting.
Yeah. And then you go above this pillar, and that's the next part of the dungeon. Right now. So this check is completely free.
Dog, obviously, you're looking for more bomb chews. Unfortunately, not finding any.
Yeah.
So once again, you are going backwards to, or what seems like backwards to a dungeon.
Yeah.
In Master Quest, which is a theme, actually.
There's a way to do it forward, but it's just so much power.
And there is Song of Time.
Okay, good thing we get Song of Time.
Yeah, as I think
Rob
as you
is
mentioned to
probably
me at some point, it's never really it's not logically required in a lot of places. Except it locks a lot of checks, and whenever obviously there's a boss key in one of those checks, it really quickly becomes logically required. r0bd0g finds another big chest, but that's just Zora Tunic.
Well, it's let's say as good as in vanilla.
I figured.
You actually need it less in the Master Quest than in vanilla because the central pillar you don't need to kill enemies, so it's
GTG final is for Roar's Wind. That's kind of rude because that's exactly what you would use for Roar's Wind in a seat like this pretty quickly.
Not really, actually. The center part of the maze is a hammer switch that you have to hit that spawns the Ice Arrow's chest in the Scarecrow room in normal GTG, and that's what has Farrow's Wind. So that's still good, but
dot sure.
yeah, the final chest is the Scarecrow room.
Fyra asks what's in the final chest in vanilla MQ. I think still the Ice Arrows.
Yeah, it's still the Ice Arrow's chest in Scarecrow room. That's the one I was talking about.
Right. Tech Grotto has nothing for us.
Yeah. So the one thing you want to know about this chest is that it's locked by hammer. So no Farrow's Wind before hammer.
Logically.
Also, no, hard required.
Oh no.
You need the hammer to spawn the chest.
That is not what I want to hear. Can you reconsider that?
Okay. You also need the 3 small keys of a dungeon that can be locked by literally anything.
Beautiful.
Oh, also, it's hard locked by a bottle. You need a bottle. Because you need blue fire to finish GTG.
Well, that's just getting better and better. Now,
Alright, yeah. Going for
I keep joking that 12 MQ, or rather Master Quest dungeons in general, is just a lot of when in doubt, play Song of Time until things start working. How much of that is a joke and how much of that is actually true?
75% joke.
That's a lot of truth in that, actually.
Yeah, because I think besides one dungeon, you need Song of Time for at least one check in every dungeon.
I see, and there is Rudo's letter in the Gerudo Valley crate, so that's helpful. Jabu is a medallion dungeon, so we need one of those.
Also opens Ice Cavern. Ice Cavern is a decent place to go to right now.
That's just a bloopy in the waterfall. Let's see what the hint tells us.
You can
GTG still on the path to Baronade.
You can actually clear Ice Cavern a little faster than in Vanilla one if you are really good at dodging boulders, because there's a shit ton of boulders in Ice Cavern that are looking to absolutely crush you. There's a lot of people that really hate Ice Cavern Master Quest in one hit KO because of these. It's not hard, it's really painful. Okay, Wallet is really nice right now.
Yeah, so Wallet is really useful. We still don't have bombs. Sacred Forest Meadow to Queen Goma. What songs did we get there again? Wait, 2 Goma Pass? Okay, so the slingshot is separately hinted.
Yeah. That's
So
is it slingshot? Let me think.
Yeah, so we did not see anything in Wolfo's Grotto, so it's the 2 songs that showed up in.
It was Epona. Yeah, we got Requiem into Minuet into Epona. That was it.
Right, and the other one was Zelda's Lullaby, which is never going to be hinted, so we can confirm that it's just Epona for SFM to Goma. So apparently, the Gerudo area has, or somewhere behind the Gerudo area, has our slingshot as well.
Yeah, that's very important to know. GTG is path to Baronade, that's slingshot guaranteed. This is guaranteed slingshot hinted in GTG. You need slingshots to just go to just do the first room of the Jabu. There's only one check not locked by slingshots in the entire dungeon.
Well, that's not a lot of checks.
Yeah, if you like the slingshot as an item, play Master Quest. You need it for a lot of things.
If you like the slingshot as an item, maybe think about your choices in life. But yeah, the seed is at this point literally begging us to rush GTG. I do concur with what Fenris says in chat.
Yeah, there's one Song of Time locked chest in Deku. You actually can pick that one, so it's not that bad.
And here's r0bd0g getting his mirror shield.
The Song of Time was just ZL locked, so cannot be that is hinted. Also, Rob getting the Song of Time now.
Why can it not be that is hinted? Because
it was ZL in SFM, and like you get ZL in SFM, which means that you get Song of Time. So that's the hints are not pointing to Song of Time for Deku right now.
Why not? Because like if Song of Time is ZL locked, it could also just be that.
Song of Time, yeah, but it's SFM that is hinted, not Graveyard.
So?
ZL is not hinted.
ZL is never hinted directly. It can absolutely be hinted as an item on a path to another.
Can it really? Can we have ZL as the way of a hero of SFM?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure not.
Yeah, Ludo's letter was invalid rate, which is actually a pretty bad check for Rob right now.
Actually, no, you're right, because that ZL itself would be the hinted item, and that can't be the case.
Yeah. So that's not Song of Time hinted for Goma. Anyway, you don't need Song of Time to beat Goma. You just need the Kokiri Sword and the Slingshot. Logically. At least. These are the only two items you always need.
All right. Yeah, so these are indeed based off S8 settings, and now that I'm less confused, you are right. There is no chance that the CL can be what we're looking for. Interestingly, r0bd0g is choosing not to buy new bomb shoes here.
He's actually reversing. He can buy bomb shoes. I think he found the for this.
Right. You're right.
Yeah, he's finally.
For a moment, I thought he was going through Wasteland Forward.
I think he knows at this point that Slingshot has to be in GTG. With the hints, how the hints are laid out. And it's also path to Evil's Bane, so you really want to go there anyway. We have path to Evil's Bane, 2 path to Goma, and 1 path to Balvinate, so we are only missing 1 path. And considering we have 2 paths to Goma, I would bet that we are not getting path to Phantom Ganon, Volvagia, and King Dodongo in this seed. Because of hint priority. There's a decent chance that the last path is for Evil's Bane or Balvinade. And honestly, a path to Balvinade right now would not suck at all, because it would point to Boomerang. You still need Boomerang to finish Jabu. Okay, go to prison. That would be the best moment for Rob to look at the Luthor's letter, but that's using a precious bomb chew, so he's skipping.
Now.
What does the 12 mean? It means we are playing the 12 Master Quest tournament.
Yep. So 12 MQ basically means all 12 dungeons. So the 9 main dungeons as well as the 3 side. The 8 main dungeons as well as the 3 side dungeons. So GTG, Ice Cavern, and Bottom of the Well, as well as Ganon's Castle, are all Master Quest. So as much Master Quest as possible in this Ocarina of Time randomizer, in these Ocarina of Time randomizer settings. So 12 MQ.
Okay, we have our Ludo card. We are probably checking like
Just getting some money.
There's a good chance we check HBA anyway.
Yeah, sure.
This is why Rob is getting twice the red rupee. Once for HBA, once for entering GTG. Cannot get the top of Fortress chest, so he's probably hoping it's dead. He will probably pick it after.
Yeah, he will probably pick it on the way down, I would say.
Sly most likely going for the longest cavern at this point.
Makes sense.
It's very heavily hinged right now that you have to go there.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's still way more than
the ridiculous score. 1920, so missed just 2 arrows from the perfect score here.
Yeah.
And there's a slingshot. Okay, so and Din's fire. What? Okay,
yeah,
so we have a fire source and we have slingshot. Epona leading to both slingshot and Din's fire.
That means that it's a boomerang that is hinged in GGG.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, it has to be at this point.
And probably light arrows.
Actually, no, it doesn't have to be because we still don't have access to Bluetooth letter. Turning.
We do. It's a speed zero check.
We don't have explosive scale. We need to reach Zora's domain.
Yeah, this is true. So we have access to Zora's Nether, this is right, but we somehow need to get into Zora's River. Logically, we do have bomb shoes, but out of logic, there's the Evil's Bane, that's just light arrows, so 1 path item left here in GTG, and that's most likely just going to be the boomerang.
Also, the Din's Fire was huge because the left part of GTG is entirely locked by a fire source.
Okay, so they definitely ratchet up the difficulty level in Master Quest here, where you have 2 Stealthos to beat in the base game. There is a Iron Knuckle waiting for you here.
This is actually easier.
True. If you use speedrun strats, like power crouch steps exist, and that makes beating an Iron Knuckle a lot easier. But if you don't know these strats,
the Stealthos blocks half of your hits. That's the problem. Okay, this room is a little harder. 1 more Lizalfos and 2.
So many dinosaurs. But on the other hand, no Beamos.
Yeah. There's actually 1 more enemy that you probably didn't see. You need to
be Wall Master?
No, the armor's here. You need to kill this too. You need to kill this one. It's not here to as a decoration. It's actually an enemy you need to kill. Okay, 1 key makes the maze a little worthwhile to check right now.
Let's have a look-see. Kokiri sword for SlyRyD.
Okay. See this crate at the center?
Yes.
There's the rusted switch. That's the one that spawns the Pharaoh's Wind.
Bull. But first, big chest in here.
Probably boomerang.
No, it's a silver scale.
Okay,
well, that is also your path to go to Baronate fulfilled in theory. You hope to still find boomerang in here.
That probably means that the scale locks all 3 bombats.
Well, there's another big chest in here, so let's not despair just yet.
Yeah. Okay. Small key here. So Oh, you're out now.
And there's Hammer. Cool.
Good. That's actually good. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, that's better. That's better now. Rob, no. Yeah, equip hammer. Get the small key right here. The small key is just here.
Just where?
Wait. Oh no, he only got one small key. There's another small key in the maze. He didn't.
He
open
got
the
2
chest.
small keys.
There was another small key in the maze. Yeah. He. So he only needs the last one, and after that he can hammer the center switch.
But he's out.
But even if he could hammer the center switch, he still needs hookshot and the bottle to get the Pharaoh's Wing.
He will want to have a look at what's on top of Gerudo Fortress at this point.
But yeah, I think we have found enough items in GGG to resolve the path right now, until we are proven otherwise. The
hammer.
The hammer locks more checks than vanilla dungeons. You need hammer to beat Impure Spirit, for example. Like, it's hard required hammer to beat Runova. So yeah, hammer is worthwhile. We have Dean's Fire, so Dean's hammer, you wallet, you can full clear fire right now. It's bad, but you can full clear fire. Yeah, MQ Spirit needs basically everything. I think the only item you don't really need is hover boots and iron boots. Yeah, you don't really need the boots in Spirit, but besides that, you need everything. Okay, well, hover boots will be nice. You don't need hover boots in this seed, but you really want it. Okay, he sees the Luto's letter.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, he has hover boots. He can, like, if he knows the jump slash, he can actually get it.
Yeah, he will probably get it after death warping up here. Actually, no, that doesn't make any sense.
I don't think he knows the jump slash. It's actually really hard.
I mean, it is a reminder to him that he will want to visit, probably just visit Zora's domain via Valley here. Domain
is foolish, but Jabu is
not. But he will need to be there. We'll get into that through get into Jabu through there. So
so Jabu is not foolish, and Jabu has a lot of checks. Yeah, it's not vanilla Jabu. The Jabu Master Quest has 10 plus checks.
Yep.
We have Slingshot. We need Boomerang to finish some of the checks, but most of the checks are actually available right now. You could very easily have Boomerang in Jabu itself. So yeah, at this point, you're probably full clear Jabu, Deku into get your Lotus letter from walking to Kokiri Forest to Valley. Oh, actually, no. You save walk to London Ranch and you walk to Valley. It's probably slightly faster. And then you go inside Jabu. So yeah, I think Rob has a slight edge. He knows where his Lotus letter is, so he's not behind on items. He did GTG, he got the absolutely loaded region. He has already finished the Longest Cavern, even Sly is just finishing it right now. He has all of the songs he needs to. I read both have the songs, so that's great. Yeah, there's not. Oh yeah, that's true. There's no Volvagia path. That's actually. We're actually pretty sure at this point.
So, Time for a child segment by r0bd0g. Obviously, he has his Kokiri sword. He has plenty of items to just outright beat Deku Tree. That'll get him halfway into Ganon's castle.
Yeah, he can full clear the dungeon for sure.
Meanwhile, SlyRyD will still need to have to do okay. Burning Cactus Nocturne, so that's vanilla. No getting into Shadow Temple today without beating Forest and Fire, and at this point, I think that just means we're not seeing Shadow Temple because we have almost all the tools required to beat Jabu. We have the tools required to beat Deku. Yeah.
That's guaranteed dead, I think.
No MQ Shadow today, which I don't think is a bad thing. And DC to Goma.
Yeah, repeat.
I'm missing still one path hint.
Yeah, it's probably a path to Balrinade for the boomerang at this point. Because the light arrows were available extremely easy. It could be... no, we have Epona hinted already by Goma. Which was for Slingshot, so this is map chest, dead. We have the Inspire to burn this, so no need to go the long way around. The Inspire makes Deku much faster. This is why you need a Slingshot for this dungeon.
Yeah, well...
Okay.
Nothing in here.
Yeah, there's only one chest in that room. The other chest in Vanilla is actually replaced by a skull. Okay. Yeah, there's a gold skull in that crate. Okay, Sly probably going back to... Wait. Going to Golden City. Golden City is foolish. Is it for Lost Woods? But you have Minuet, so... Oh, he's going for Strength 2. Okay. That's fine. I don't think you need Strength 2 right now. Like, I think Rob doesn't care about Strength 2 until he gets Longshot.
Probably not, no. I mean, he knows where it is. Can get that at any time.
Yeah. You need to kill all enemies in this room. He just did that. You can kill all of the enemies in this room with 6 Deku Nuts. Second wallet. Okay, that's not useful, unfortunately. Yeah, the room where you have to crouch. That's something. Okay, so we don't have bomb bag, so it's actually kind of bad. It's actually really hard to do the B1 skip because there's a Deku Baba that ganks you at the place you jump, and also there are checks in that segment of the dungeon, so you actually want to do the loop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, killing every enemy to go back. Okay, so there's one chest here and one chest locked by Song of Time just after this. And after that he's going back, so that's why he didn't open the chest. If you don't open the chest, you get the good cycle. So the chest is small because otherwise the chest would clip through the block.
Sure. And there's strength 3. Well then.
Well, we kinda know it's useless unless OGC has something. I wouldn't even bother opening this key chest right now. You're not doing anything in spirit. Ever.
If you can avoid it.
Nice. you'll be in go mode before you do anything in spirit at this point. Okay, so this is the B1 skiff art version right here. You see this Dekubaba? That's the
Oh
issue.
dear.
That's the
Yeah,
issue.
this Dekubaba is has decided to make its existence everybody's problem.
Yeah, you need to wait a specific moment to attack. Like the Dekubaba, like you want the Dekubaba to finish the attack just before you jump. Also, it's 3-1-2. It's not the same order.
Mm-hmm. Not 23 is number 1. That's one's for sure.
I think Rob doesn't care about the strength in DMC anymore now. You can kill the Dekubaba with Inspire, but it takes time. Yeah, 31 is number 2.
31 is poop. Okay then.
Zelda domain, Current City, Haunted Wasteland. Wasteland Foolish is actually helping Rob right now because he crossed Wasteland, then got Dinspire. If it was not hinted Foolish, he would go back. Oh, bomb shoes.
Get more bomb shoes. Who needs a bomb bag anyway?
Yeah, that's great right now.
That is at least 25 bomb shoes we have gotten provided by the seed. I don't think Rob needs any more than that to finish. That's 3 voids for SlyRyD here.
Okay, so I'm guessing Rob goes to Zora River right now.
I think this man is using a tournament race to derust, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I think.
I'm not saying that in a criticizing way. It is just sometimes you just get unlucky. But I think he has it now.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, yeah. So Rob Dog looks to be going to Zora's River.
Yeah, River into opening Jabu, which also opens Ice Cavern as a play, considering we will have an empty bottle. It also makes going back to GTG better, as long as you have a hookshot.
Might also Ice Cavern to Baronade. Okay, well that's where we find a boomerang then.
Oh, that's so bad.
And that explains the scale path because wait.
That's really bad.
The scale is path in GTG to get to Ice Cavern where we find a boomerang because we need the scale to get into Zora's domain as child to hand in Rudo's letter so we can get into Ice Cavern as adult where we can just walk up river and play ZL. All 3 bomb bags evidently scale locked, as well as the other scale.
Yeah.
I would not like to buy this seed, please. Can I give this back? I think I would like to return this to the manufacturer.
And that's your baby.
No.
Okay. Also, the 200 in river. Oh, that's actually double defense. Okay. So
you will take that.
Yeah. It's not that slow to get.
Oh, Ice Cavern Pass is boomerang, absolutely.
Yeah, it's 100% boomerang. And
the game just logically wants you to go to go hand in Rudo's letter via scale first.
Well, so far it requires you because you don't have a bottle to Ice Cavern.
We do know where one is, and that is now in logic. Graveyard Crate has a milk bottle.
Oh. Okay, that's good then. Oh yeah, Rob cannot open.
Yeah, scale ZD access.
Yeah, Rob didn't get the Rudo's letter yet.
Scale for ZD access. That path is ass. I am sorry, bud.
Yeah. Well, it's not that bad because the path to GGG led you to the slingshot and the Dinspire in Fortress. So I would actually argue that it's not that bad because it made your route even better.
But yeah, very convoluted. And with that scale just being... Oh dear.
Okay, that's good.
SlyRyD really has trouble with low health at the moment. So that scale being path in that way is kind of rude, not gonna lie. r0bd0g uses Zora's Domain here to head into Lake Hylia. See, oh, there's more Bombchus, yet more Bombchus chilling in Lake Hylia. Again, who needs a bomb bag?
I forgot to tell everyone that in Master Quest there are actually 7 Bombchu packs and not 5.
That explains the prevalence, honestly.
Yeah. It's much better to look for Bombchus with 2 more in the pool. No, it's not surprisingly generous. It's actually very likely in MQ to happen. Is it gold? I can't see. I can't see well.
Didn't see that either.
It's night, that's why it's hard to see. Okay, fishing. Ooh, that's a very aggressive fish. Yeah,
Very aggressive fish. Sorry, very aggressive fish is the name of my progressive rock band.
It's actually kind of cool. I like the name.
I mean, that is very close to, like, it's just 2 words to an actual rock band. It was a joke, but yeah.
I knew it was a joke, but I wouldn't dislike the name actually.
Yeah, actually not bad. This is true.
All right, getting the Lotus Ladder now, and circling back to domain with scale probably, because you really
does make sense.
Yeah.
Then hand in Rudo's letter, and then you probably just, with that path, you want to go adult and do Ice Cavern first, because it doesn't make any sense to basically go into Jabo as a child.
It actually makes sense because you get most of the checks of the dungeon, and you are not going halfway through the dungeon because like the part you need Boomerang for is very isolated in the dungeon.
I see.
So it's actually not bad. Especially if you get something like Hookshot that will make Ice Cavern slightly better. Like if you want the skulls, for example. Or the Iron Boots to do Zora Fountain. Like if you have Irons in Jabu, you really regret your life choice of not doing Jabu. But it is slower still. OoT
Slingshot and Din's Fire. Yeah, well, thanks. We did know that.
Wait, that was a draw hint for HBA?
Yes.
My goodness. Imagine that in this, like the first minute of a scene.
Oh. Forgot to set the OT hint.
And
Final Treasure of Ice Cavern is a Zora scale, but that is one scale locked scale.
Okay, that's really funny game. I applaud on this.
The randomizer outdid itself.
It had to be a scale locked scale.
It had to be scale locked it had to be scale locked all bombacks and the scale, but it is still funny where it puts those.
Okay, at least it means that the gold scale is not the path item in Ice. There's something else you need, Ice Cavern. That is not a scale.
Of Boomerang.
Could easily be the song. It can be storms. There's a very small amount of checks in Ice Cavern. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember the exact number. I just know it's not a lot. 1, 2, 3. I think it's 3 checks in Ice Cavern. 3 checks and the song.
Did r0bd0g now just now actually do Cow Grotto?
Yeah, for a hint.
Yes, but
He's missing a dual hint. There are some powerful ones.
like that one for the horseback archery.
Well, I think the one you really want right now is the dual bean lake hint. That one would be quite nice right now. Okay, back to the main. r0b's routing has been pretty insane in this seed so far, I think. Like it's very clear that he has a plan on how he routes everything. Okay, that he didn't have this path, I think, and that's why he was looking really hard. Since we have access to Ice Cavern, if it's actually Boomerang, it means we have access to Cannon's Castle. But since we don't have the path for... actually, no. Wait. We know the scale is path to Barinade. This might actually be Hookshot in Ice at this point. Because of path priority. Yeah, we have no path to PG of Alvadia, which means that there's actually a high chance it's just Hookshot in Ice.
Oh boy.
Yeah, if it's Boomerang in Ice Cavern, the logic doesn't work. So it has to be Boomerang super late in this seed.
That sucks.
No, that's
Hidden
actually
box in
better.
Water Temple is a piece of heart.
I think it's actually better like this.
So how many item checks are there in Water Temple MQ?
Not many, but there are only 2 keys. So it's actually more better items.
I see.
You think it's in Shadow? But Shadow is locked by Forest Fire to don't go.
Yeah, I don't see that.
Nocturne is Burning Cack. I think Bombag in Jabu makes sense right now. Oh yeah, Boomerang in Shadow, that would work, yeah. That's actually, yeah, that's possible. Boomerang in Shadow would work with the hints. But only Boomerang, every other item is dead. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's pretty fair. I'm sorry, Sly. I don't think you can do this room without a hookshot. Because the Wallmaster will not grab you to the loopy. It's not in the same place.
Right now, Rob is headed into Jabu. Expect cows. That for some reason contains witches. And can move along the walls. Here's our first big chest. You know what would be funny? Boomerang right here.
Okay.
Not in this world, but hey.
I'm pretty sure. I have never seen someone get this rupee with Worldmaster. I really don't think it's happening. I think it's barely outside of the Worldmaster region. Okay, shoot the cow with a slingshot, spawn the chest.
Meanwhile, Sly is trying to do hookless GTG here, is trying to break some more logic. Hookless MQ GTG, I have no idea how that works, how that's supposed to work. The ramps room is definitely different.
I've never seen someone do it.
There's one person.
Well, succeed at it, let's say. If he succeeds, then great. But I'm pretty sure it's outside of the Worldmaster region. Okay,
It's a very narrow window if possible.
Yeah.
Another big chest over there.
Bomba egg this time.
Oh!
Okay,
he got it!
That works, yeah. Okay. Oh, great then.
That is a much narrower window than there is in vanilla.
Yeah. I don't think it's super worth it.
And there's fire arrows.
Okay, that's absolutely great. Now fire is a good thing to do. He's doing this for one chest right now. This is why I don't think it's worth it. Wait, no, he has a bottle. Yeah, you said he had a milk bottle, right?
I don't know that he picked it up, but there is a milk bottle available in
in the crate.
In crate in graveyard.
Okay, he doesn't have it then. I think he's stuck after this. See, this is the wall.
Yep.
That's it.
There's a small key here which will get him to the center.
Yeah,
there's also strength 2 locked here. I think that's only available after opening.
No. It's available, but there's only one chest.
Oh, that's one more chest for him.
Yeah, you need to kill the wizards and this one.
Spikes as well. And RoBD0g done everything he could in Jabu. Unfortunately, strength 2 locked in Spirit is not the answer today.
Yeah. Okay, so you need a hook shot. No, you need Song of Time and a bottle. He has the Song of Time, so he's only one bottle away from Pharaoh's Wind at this point. A bottle away from Pharaoh's Wind. This is something. Okay, so Rob having fire arrows is a huge advantage in fire at this point. I wouldn't bother with this key. It's actually kind of a time loss to open this chest right now.
They're taking both. The two of them are taking very, very, very different routes to the seed.
Yeah. I think I like Rob's route a lot. I like that SlyRyD. He knows it seems he knew it was possible. So I like going for 2 more checks just in case you don't have a path item. Like it could still be.
I mean, that would be an absolutely godlike play if that had turned out to be
A hook shot.
A useful item. A hook shot, for example, yeah.
A second hook shot locked by the first one. If it was hinted path, it would be huge. So yeah, Sly is committed to Fire Temple, but without for the first room, you want Dins because it's faster. For every single other room, you want Fire Arrows because it's cheaper and faster. Okay,
There's
that's
a boss key right with Volvagia.
That's the best case scenario for Sly right now. Because he only needs to shoot 2 arrows. Like this torch, there are 2 torches he needs to light. This one.
Doesn't have the time.
No, he has the time.
No, he doesn't.
He only needed to release that arrow and it would have hit. It was on the good position. The problem right now is that every time he fails, he needs to relight. Oh, actually no. Every time he leaves the dungeon, he will need to light everything again.
And it looks like he is not immediately going back in. He probably wants to collect some hearts at least first.
No, I don't like doing fire like this right now. I think you really want to buy the Golden Tunic for this room.
Well, hearts or rupees is what he needs.
He can farm the 20 in Dalunia. He's actually.
There is no way.
You logically need hook shot for this.
r0bd0g is probably going to fight Volvagia immediately, right?
Probably.
With 6 hearts?
It's much more than you need. You need to shoot the crate, the top of the crate. But the torch is in the crate. Okay, he got it. He has fire arrows, but that costs magic, and you need a lot of magic for this dungeon.
Right, time to fight the dragon.
Oh, he has a fairy. That's even better.
Yeah, comfy fight for r0bd0g here. Sly, meanwhile, going child.
Yeah, I think Fox is right, and that the boomerang kinda has to be in shadow. It's probably Ice Cavern has a hook shot, or Storms that leads to a hook shot. And then you do Forest, because it will be in logic completely. You full clear Forest. Well, no, you don't full clear Forest, but you clear Forest. You get then your Nocturne, and you go into Shadow, you get your Boomerang, and you're in Go mode. I think Rob could just rush this cavern and be in Go mode now. Because Ice is hook or bombs, and if you get hook, you're in Go mode.
Why are you in Go mode then? You still need Boomerang at some point.
Yeah, but the Boomerang is locked by the item in Ice and the hammer at this point, I'm pretty sure.
I see.
It's not guaranteed that it's locked by the hammer too, but the chance is extremely high. Okay, fairy. Ice is probably hook. If it's bombs, that means that the bomb bag locks every single other one, but we have a hammer available, so that's very unlikely. Yeah, MQ Forest is often Song of Time locked. Song of Time is
again
easy.
When in doubt, play Song of Time.
Yeah. You need only 4 small keys to beat Forest Temple out of 6, I think, with Song of Time.
Sly right now on the way into his 3rd dungeon, or rather to his 3rd medallion. r0bd0g is done in fire, and has beat Volvagia, and is piecing out of here. I would assume, as you said, he is headed straight for Ice Cavern. Well, with a small detour through the Fairy Fountain.
There's
Why not?
no reason to skip the strength.
Yep.
That is on the wall at least.
Yep. Just, I mean, getting that just to have it, just to make sure that you're not standing outside Ganon's castle in front of the Fairy Fountain without it is definitely worthwhile.
I think.
Shot.
Oh, okay, that's actually.
Well.
Oh, that's bad.
Actually,
no,
that might be really good. If that, I mean, if that can mean that your Ice Cavern just has your Ice Cavern just has your boomerang again. So, and that
no, that doesn't work for the hints.
Why?
You need boomerang.
It's literally path to Baronade.
Yeah, but you need the boomerang to be locked by like you need your boomerang to be locked because of the hints.
Yeah, by what?
You would get path to Volvagia Hammer if you had boomerang available right now. Because of the path priority. I think the boomerang...
but the hinted item was not the hammer. The hinted item was the scale in GTG.
Yeah, but that's the problem, right? Yeah, Forest Temple can be long. Oh, Forest can be long.
And in terms of path priority, Jabu definitely comes before before any of fire or forest.
Yeah, but like if there is a you how do you say this? It's very hard to explain path priority.
It's pretty easy.
To explain...
Any item. Oh wait, you're thinking of hammer. The hammer would then have to be path to Baronade.
No, I think the problem right now is that the path to Volvagia doesn't exist. That's the thing that hints us something right now. Hammer can be the Baronade path. That's possible right now.
But whatever it is, we are looking at Forest Temple for now. r0bd0g will just can full clear that with what he has, so he will obviously do that first. Get himself Nocturne just in case.
Yeah, the question now... Oh, so the first chest is always a small key, because there's only one check before the small key door. And after that, the push block room is actually easy in NQ, you just need a bomb shoe, and you skip the entire puzzle. You need Song of Time for doing logically Vol Force right now. If there's a small key here, you probably need Song of Time logically.
Again, what I don't understand why the hookshot is a problem here. The hammer can absolutely be path to Baronade because it obviously locked that hookshot.
Yeah, the hammer locked hookshot. Yeah, I think that means that right now the boomerang can be in forest. The boomerang can be in forest. Okay, so Song of Time is required for this dungeon because there's a small key here.
Because you can waste Song of Time. Sorry, you can waste the small key.
Because the only other way to get this check is to go around, drop down, get this key, and then you need to do the dungeon twice, basically. But if you are key locked before, you need Song of Time. There's another way to... Like, you don't need all keys to do the dungeon. if you go the other route of a dungeon, which is the 3K Forest route, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And the 3K Forest route needs Song of Time.
Oh, that's 3 keys here.
Yeah. Okay, there's a target here that you have to shoot. Strength 3 for Sly. Okay. This is how you lower the water. So good luck finding this in vanilla. Okay, 4 keys.
Key number 4. Entirely front-loaded with keys. How many keys do we need?
4 keys available. That means you actually don't need Song of Time to beat this dungeon. That's a lot of keys available early, because you can go to the Volforce room with the 4 keys. 3 keys, sorry. We need 1 more. If we get 1 more key, we can actually not need Song of Time. Yes, go here.
Yeah, r0bd0g is slowly, or is starting to slow collect skulls here. At least not walk past skulls.
Yeah, it's not expected for the chest. It's expected for killing the Volforce to go farther in the dungeon. So yeah, Song of Time is required. That's true. It's really... It's the only complicated thing in Forest at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now you drop a bomb shoe to the left. And congratulations, you have completed the block push. Yeah,
And
that's what you have
11 skulls actually for r0bd0g. That is a very easy block push puzzle.
Yeah. It just spawns this, which is a huge shortcut to the end that you can do with normal hook shots. 1 bomb shoe makes this dungeon strictly better than the vanilla Forest Temple. In my opinion. Okay, so now we have to get the vanilla boss key chest. You have to take this path. Because there's a crystal switch you need to use to basically twist the hallway to go farther in the dungeon. And hookshotting to the crystal switch is banned because you are clipping through the ice. So even if it looks like you can do it without clipping, it is clipping. So it's banned. And that's the crystal switch.
Mm-hmm. And always now untwisted.
Yeah. If you hit again the crystal switch, like from below, the ice reappears, so you have to do the loop again. But there's never a reason to do that. So. Yeah, it locks you out of vanilla boss chest, so it's probably a bad idea usually. Bomb choose for Sly. I think at this point, Ice Cavern is probably a bomb bag. A half bomb bag.
Again, all bomb bags need to be scale locked at this point, so it's absolutely possible.
Yeah. If you have like 2 bomb bags on bomb shoot bowling, then
that would be hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, you just need to have 2 bomb bags in shadow. That's easy. Also, bomb bags can be in shadow and spirit, and they would be bomb bag locked if that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
Both dungeons are bomb bag locks right now.
Yep.
And this room is the same. I think not. For the right courtyard.
Right Courtyard Island chest was not a key, I think.
Yep.
Because here Stealth Force is another one. So vanilla boat chest. Or vanilla bow chest.
Yeah.
Don't actually recall if bow is in there in Master Quest as well.
I think it's also the bow chest. I'm actually not sure, but I think it's still the bow chest.
Alright, is SlyRyD making it nighttime, so collecting some skulls here.
I think it's
r0bd0g just finished dealing with Beth.
It's getting kind of hard to catch up with Rob at this point. The hookshot MC is really hard is really awkward for Sly to get because he already got the strength there. Also, no fire arrows to make a fire here.
I mean, he definitely got burned by Fire Temple with how much he just, well, that joke works on multiple layers. Sorry, he.
I was about to say.
Yeah, both in general and also just the fact that he burned to a crisp, I think 3 times.
Yeah. Okay, 6 is vanilla. That means that PG is long shot locked. Oh, that's interesting. That means that Ice Cavern could easily be the long shot then.
I don't like this.
Okay, no, that's the key here.
Yep, key in checkerboard room.
And this one?
Smooth fight against that Skulltula. Alright. Time to fight Amy. The block push puzzle is not different in MQ, interestingly.
Yeah. They have some mercy. And by that I mean the rando devs. They have chosen one puzzle, and that's it. Okay. I think there's a skull in this room. Like an enemy? No.
Buying a bottle here. Or rather buying beans to get a bottle.
Okay.
Rob is at 11 skulls, I think, last I checked.
Yeah, I think he's at 11. Purple ball right now. Yeah, this is looking like a pretty fast MQ seed. If a boomerang is, as we suspect, in shadow, it's probably sub 2. Like barely, but still.
I'm pretty sure Rob will check Ice Cavern first before going shadow, but we'll see.
I'm not sure.
Path to Baronate, like you wanna go over to a stone dungeon over a path hinted location for your last dungeon? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure it can be the boomerang in ice. Actually, that's the hard part. I would need a little more time to think about this and this.
I still think it can, but we'll see.
I think it cannot.
We'll see what Rob thinks, and we'll find out.
I think it can't be boomerang in ice because it's available too early.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes the like if you get boomerang, it means that like you don't need hammer, you don't need hookshot to access Jabu, which means that you would get PG and Volvagia path hints, right? That's my issue right now.
Yeah, if they weren't required to access Jabu, but why would they? Like Rudo's letter is vanilla, so you need a way to get into Zora's domain. Is basically the only thing that kind of is blocking you there, and we have a scale for that.
Yeah, but that's not locked by hammer. That's not locked by hookshots ever.
Doesn't need to be. The scale is in the path hinted location.
Yeah, that's my problem. You can go to Zora's to Zora like to Ice Cavern without any of these items. So if the boomerang is in Ice Cavern, it means that it means that you have a path to Volvagia, and that's not the case.
It is trying. So the randomizer will force, if it can, one type of path for each type of bridge condition.
But
that's what you mean. So we have 3, 4, 5, all 5 paths for the bridge condition and not for the Ganon's boss key condition. Now I'm finally following what you mean by there's trouble with boomerang being Ice Cavern. Okay. But honestly, I've still... So we had a lot of time to think about this, and we obviously, like, on Restream aren't playing the video game at the same time. I had like half an hour. It took me like half an hour to follow you here.
Yeah.
My guess is r0bd0g will still be heading to Ice Cavern first.
I wouldn't see this in the race if I'm playing myself. I'll be honest. It's just because I have a time to not focus on execution and just looking at the race and thinking about what to say. If he goes to Kakariko right now, champion, right? That's deserving of winning really hard. I think. Okay, that's.
I'm thinking he's turning right here.
The turning is for hovers.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We are definitely hovering into Zora's domain here.
It's a normal play.
First try. Let's go.
Yeah. He's probably getting bomb bag or long shot in ice, and then thinking.
What does the long shot tell us?
Logic. It's logic for Forest.
Okay then.
Yeah, you logically need long shot for one chest. It's very stupid, but it's like this. Like, remember about this long shot locked chest in Spirit in Vanilla? It's basically the same bullshit. Like you don't need long shots, but but the logic will need it. I can't see. I don't think Rob can see either. There's a high chance it's worthless anyway.
And then we still have no clue where that boomerang would be.
Shadow then.
Ugh.
Because it has to be locked by the Nocturne. You see this boulder? This is why we hate MQIs. Okay, no need to kill enemies, just hit this. It looks like crystals, it's not. It's just the switch. Also, this boulder despawns if you change the area.
Jump scares you.
Yeah. Yeah, this dungeon is kind of wild. But this room is better than Vanilla 1. Crystal switch. Okay, that's most likely. That's most likely. I think it's bomb bag at this point.
We'll see. Two Wolfos in here. And Sly getting blue fire in the potion shop.
Don't
So
need
he's
to
thinking about thawing King Zora? Double magic. So that's not
Okay,
the answer yet.
Yeah, that's not the answer. Wow, that means ice was loaded. It's certainly the the vanilla map chest right here.
Hmm.
All of these boulders. All right. The chest is not bad to get. That's one bag, yeah.
That's a bomb bag, yeah.
Yeah, and
So
he's very interested in getting this.
Rob looked at this and was like,
Yeah, no,
he'll probably still get this.
You need to explode the ground, or like need to hit the crystal switch, but it's so bad to hit with a sword because it's literally like 2 pixels out of the ground.
Does
So
that mean you logically need bombs to get to this?
No.
Yeah, by the way, there's another big chest here.
You just need the sword, I think.
Mm-hmm. All right, what's in here? Another bow. Where did we get our first bow?
It's definitely path. It's definitely Monk path now.
I mean, there's still a song and a final chest to be had.
Final chest is scale.
All right, yeah.
And it cannot be path because it was directly hinted.
Yep. And the songs we can still get would be storms. Ugh.
If it's storms, he can go into bottom of the well and he will hate it. But actually, it is storms.
Yeah, it has to be storms because Prelude and Serenade and Nocturne, we all know where they are. So
yeah. Okay. Sly also going to ice. Okay. This room is faster. Yeah. No need for puzzle. No need for super rubies. Just climb. If you want the skull, it's 2 more steps, but otherwise easy. Oh, this is a Stalfos. They needed to make something harder in Ice Cavern. And they decided to replace the Volforce by a Stalfos. I think it's an arrow at the bottom of the lake is an arrow. And storms. Okay, so at this point, betting that he goes to he just saw that he doesn't. Okay, he was playing Nocturne. And he realized he doesn't have a song, so he's playing Bolero to get Nocturne. He equipped Inspire. 100% he's going into Shadow. Right. Well, maybe, actually. I don't know. What is faster to go to Kark, actually? It's a good question. Fox 2 is dead, yeah. Okay, he's going bottom of the well then. Don't know why he equipped Inspire.
Bottom of the well before Shadow, I can see it.
Following the storms makes sense. Oh, getting Prelude too? Okay, no, he's going to Shadow. Perfect. Yeah, I think he realized that 5 priority means that it's Shadow.
Why does it have to be Shadow though? Can't it be Spirit? We
It
have.
has to be locked. It has to be locked by Nocturne. That's the thing.
Why?
It can be because you need to have not access to forest, like you need to clear forest and fire and Dodongo before having access to Boomerang. And what is locked by all three of them? It's Nocturne.
Hmm.
Maybe doing Big Boss on the way. Yeah. Okay, so for Shadow, he has every item he needs, so can do everything in the dungeon. Yeah. I don't know if path priority was the goal of Season 8, but it's definitely the defining feature at this point.
Mm-hmm. Another bottle on Big Pose.
That's a funny bottle location. Okay. Yeah, I like Rob's routing right now. So, Master Quest Shadow, what is different? You see the first two chests you would usually get in Shadow? You need a key for this, and you don't. That means that you need all of the Shadow keys to just do these two checks. So usually you will completely ignore this part of the dungeon forever, and you will do everything else first. You don't need hovers to cross the gap in the first room. If you have fire arrows. So to do half of Shadow, you need either hovers or fire arrows, but you don't require one of those. Yeah, that's the thing. Because in Master Quest, in the vanilla Master Quest, basically the hovers are in the Crusher room, I think, which is wild to think, right? So yeah, you see the two hands on the statue at the other side of the pit. There are torches there, and if you shoot them, there's a block of ice that appears as a bridge.
Sure, but why?
Because they wanted hovers to be farther into Shadow and not be at the start of the dungeon. That's why.
So there's nothing useful in the start of the dungeon, hence why r0bd0g is skipping this, or is it just the old RSL trick of?
It's just key locked. You need a small
key locked. Okay.
Yeah, and it's logically locked by 6 small keys.
Oh, so you probably just skip it at this point and it only return there if you actually get 6 small keys and don't yet have the boss key.
Yeah, it also means that to kill Bongo Bongo, you only need 5 keys. Like you logically need need 6 keys to beat Bongo. Actually 5. No. It depends on the boss key location, basically. But you don't really need to use all of your small keys to reach Bongo. I think with 4 keys you can reach Bongo out of logic. And in logic if the boss key is available. And you need 6 for everything else. It's not that easy. It's there are 2 doors you don't need to open to get to Bongo.
Why are we going towards the cage?
Because there's a chest here.
Oh, sure.
It's invisible, by the way. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. This is the hardest part of Shadow. We have done everything that is hard right now. Half of the Shadow rooms are exactly the same as the vanilla dungeon. so it's fine. Yeah, Shadow didn't change enough. Yeah, there's like different enemies, but not very much different puzzles. The huge pit is the last big room that changed at this point. Also, there are more silver rupees, but that's about it. Usually you shoot the bomb flower here for the Beamos, because otherwise you get destroyed. But with hovers, you're fine. Okay.
SlyRyD is headed towards GTG again.
Yeah. Welcome to 10 silver rupees. One of them is Song of Time locked, which is why you want Song of Time in this dungeon.
It was hook anyways. Crater Fairy, salty cracker.
It's really hard to find this hook. It's not hinted.
Honestly,
I was surprised to see it there. I expected it in Ice Cavern. Nice. 10 silver rupees, small key, and small key.
Another small key. So that's four small keys.
You get both. It's just that he's looking for an item and not to clear the dungeon. So yeah, the bad part would be to find something that is not a boomerang. So if he gets like iron boots or long shots, it would really suck right now. If he gets long shots, he's going to Master Quest Spirit. If he gets iron boots, he's going to water for one check, basically. Hardest crystal switch in the game. Okay, Crusher Room is the exact same. Nothing changed. He's collecting skulls because he could need both irons and longshot, I think. If he needs to full clear water, that would be important. Okay, so Sly is going to GGG, as you said. I think Sly didn't work out the path. Okay, so here it's actually harder to get to the platform because it's way closer to the door. No, actually, way closer to this. Sorry, closer to this platform. Because like it's not in the same position as in vanilla. Okay, see, he had a slight movement, and there's a huge gap here, and that's why you need hovers. That's the first point you need hovers in Master Quest. Okay, there's 10 silver rupees in this room. Borsky.
So many silver rupees.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, it looks like you need long shot, but you don't. You just need hovers to get this room.
Well, I mean, question. Hookshotless Shadow Temple is also possible in vanilla, but it is outlawed, for lack of a better term. It's illegal by the rules. Is that not the case in MQ Shadow?
In MQ, you need the to get this silver rupee. You really need the hookshot.
Okay.
I think you. Wait, let me think. I don't think you need a hookshot in Shadow MQ ever. If you are allowed to do the same thing, because the chest is in the same position, right? You can do the same trick. The problem is the silver rupees here. You basically cannot.
I see.
Yeah.
All right, r0bd0g still fishing for that item. Still agreeing with you that it has to be in Shadow here. So let's see.
There are some long shot lock checks, yeah, in Shadow. But you can cheat your way right now.
Right. Big chest on the ice cavern chest. Ice arrow chest here for SlyRyD. So let's see what that is.
It's
That is,
Pharaoh's
by the
win.
way, a hammer switch. Just saying.
It's Pharaoh's win.
Oh right, we got that hinted. You're right.
And you see where they spawn the chest? Not in the center of the room like normal people. They
No.
halfway into a wall. For some reason. Okay, here is the very strange sect of Redeads.
Well, Redeads will always, as soon as you kill one of them, the others will always basically investigate the death of the dead one. So they will all cease attacking you and move over to, and start moving towards the dead Redead until it despawns. So
yeah, I would say they mourn their companion.
Yep. All right. Small chest here. Sure, looks like we're going all the way through Shadow without finding
it's the same room.
much usable.
It's the same room right now. Last Smoky. We have all of them. And that's a skull. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, this is the moment it starts to get pretty bad.
Rock is moving the block here.
Yeah, he's I think going for.
You mentioned that there are some long shot lock checks, so I guess he's hedging against having to return here with long shot.
Just in case, you open your shortcut just in case you have to go back for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The problem right now. He has the keys to do the back, so that's nice. He also has the keys to do the 2 checks at the start of the dungeon. I think he should be fine.
More iron knuckles here.
I think he's fine now.
Mm-hmm.
The boat ride is the same. It's a look at Stalfos.
We've actually, I don't know if you've seen it. There is now in the development branch, there's now a patch that will basically shorten the boat ride to a few seconds. Oh, boomerang.
Wow.
Hammer locked in GTG.
Hammer locked in GTG.
Yep. This room is hammer locked in MQ as well, right?
Oh, okay. I think I see how it then. The hammer is the path to Balrinade. But why is Oh, you need a bomb bag for Jabu? You need a bomb bag for Jabu. Ooh. Yeah,
we still have the issue of getting into or getting the child domain.
You need the bomb bag to clear Jabu because there's a tentacle that is blocked by bomb blocks.
Brr.
So you actually require a bomb bag to do Jabu anytime. So that's why it's hinted bomb bag in ice.
Yeah, but that means that like you still absolutely need the scale to get into Ice Cavern.
Yes.
At all.
It was not the hinted item, it was the hammer, because otherwise you would get a path to Volvagia. And both hook shots should be available equally, and that's why we don't have a path to Phantom Ganon.
Oh, yikes.
This is very yikes, yeah. Okay, so this is long shot locked. This is the long shot locked part of the dungeon.
But you can apparently hookshot extend your way up there.
Yes. Yes, you can.
Which is what r0bd0g is currently doing.
Yeah. It's pretty hard.
There's the other hookshot, top a lab.
Yeah, both hookshots available equally.
There he goes. Okay, come on.
Yeah, okay, that makes more sense then. Okay, so Shadow was actually
so the hammer is path for getting what? Getting the bomb back
Boomerang.
in Ice Cavern? Or
It's
getting
for
the boomerang?
Yeah.
No, actually, like GTG to Baronade is literally it's just, I mean, hammer to boomerang. Yeah.
No, yeah, it's hammer to boomerang. It's literally hinged hammer, because otherwise the hammer would be path to Vorager. So it's hinged.
Yeah, that does
hammer.
make sense.
It's really the worst hint of all time right now. It's the worst hint of all time.
Come on, r0bd0g, you got this.
And you.
Oh, that means r0bd0g just did an entire Shadow Temple for nothing.
Yeah, but I think Rob will realize, if it's not Shadow, that it has to be. I mean,
he knows he knows that GTG is path to Baronade, and he knows that he hasn't seen all checks there yet, so he will get back there.
He knows that the scale is path too, but if he thinks about the hints, he will realize that he needs the hammer, and the hammer, I think at this point, is GGG or fire. So he's either going to GGG or fire at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But wow, this is the first time I see a path bomb bag for Jabu clear. Really.
That is really rude. But yeah, path prioritization wreaking havoc again, because obviously, yeah, this bomb bag could just as easily be path to Dongo, but no.
No, because
it's not gonna be, because it's not gonna be, because the Dongo's cavern is on the second layer of path priorities. Oh, come on, r0bd0g, you got this. The hookshot extension here is so hard. It is so precise.
It's a pixel shot, basically. Oh,
so close. Come on.
He's basically got it.
He definitely got the hookshot extension. He just needs to find the right pixel to shoot on that hookshot target.
Why is it the bow? Wasn't there another bow we got? Is the bow we got in Out of Logic?
No. Well, the bow that we got, the first bow we got was in Hyrule Castle Ferry, and that's bomb locked. So that's after the bomb back in Ice Cavern. To get into Ice Cavern, you do need the bow. You do need a bow, right?
The bow in Ice is probably your first one.
Yep. Good God.
And it locks the bomb bag in GTG. Oh yeah, then it means that the logic in Ice, like the bomb bag in Ice was bomb bag locked. Then it logically. I didn't know about that logic, because you can do this.
You did mention that you needed to to explode the floor.
I'm pretty sure you can do it without bombs, but I never got into Ice without bombs ever before in Master Quest.
So, hate to tell you this, but our paths just got a lot more complicated.
Yeah. It just means that there's a bomb. Yeah, that this is really bad. It's still bomb bag required for Jabu, which is like the worst thing ever.
Okay, so r0bd0g needs to be on the very, very tippy little corner of this column.
It's so bad.
Shield turn. There we go.
It's shield advance.
This is not logical progression for r0bd0g. He just did an entire Shadow Temple looking for Boomerang because he misinterpreted the logic in the same way that Alka and I did. Namely that the bomb bag is path in Ice Cavern to Baronade.
It's actually the bow.
But it's actually the bow to get the bomb bag in GTG, because the bomb bag in Ice Cavern is bomb locked.
Yeah. GTG had everything.
Why commit to this trick? He's back here with a hook shot, and he thinks that in the long shot lock part of this dungeon, there is probably his boomerang. He just thinks he hasn't. That might have just worked. Come on!
I'm not sure.
So he thinks that in this long shot lock part of the dungeon there is the boomerang that he needs to complete the seed.
Oh, this might work.
Din says in chat, this makes pixel shot look like child's play. Yes.
It's a pixel shot, but with a worst position to get to.
Yeah, I mean you're standing. Pixel shot in Fire Temple is you're standing on a ledge. You're standing on a corner here. You have zero ability to mess up your position even by a single vertex here. So
yeah. But it's a really good trick to know. It makes you bypass long shots in a lot of scenes. Like, oh, I got it!
Nice, let's go! Alright, so the last part of the dungeon is locked by this normally long shot lock trick. Possible is not the same as good idea, so this is a hook shot extension is what it's called. This is possible, but the same way, like a bow extension, probably from Spirit Trial in Ganon's Castle Vanilla. This is the same thing, but with a long shot. And as we just saw, even more difficult.
Yeah. Okay, so at least Rob will be free from this shadow. He will find nothing in there, and then have to rethink everything. And then probably remember Hammer. Okay. Oh my god. This gold chest is painful. Okay. Free Pop's room has a small key on the ground, like freestanding right here. Okay, it's dead. And then there's the manager room is actually a dead hand room. Now, look at this. All of these bomb flowers. You need to explode one of them on dead hand, and if you explode all of them at the same time, then you're guaranteed to bring him out.
Mm-hmm. Lovely.
Nice.
That's dead hand done. Oh dear. Please don't get baited here, r0bd0g.
This is ZeldaSpeedRuns, right?
Oh no, he's getting led on a merry chase.
Well, there's only one check in water without long shot.
Incoming long shot next check.
Oh, that would be rude.
So, reminder. There are still checks at the beginning of the dungeon. 6 key locked.
Yeah, 2 checks. Which could be long shot.
So he's probably walking back in here.
Well, yeah.
No, he doesn't. All he needs is the boomerang that SlyRyD already found in GTG Starks. This seed is solved. r0bd0g is just doesn't know it yet, and SlyRyD basically every second that r0bd0g spends following this path any further, gets SlyRyD back into the race.
Oh yeah.
So
it's not marked, but Sly is in go mode.
Clicks the go mode button. So what this means is, if r0bd0g gets baited into doing Water Temple after this, which honestly I do not expect. I expect r0bd0g to remember that he has path GTG to Baronade. He hasn't seen all checks in his path location, and he's going to return there.
Yeah. It's either that or he realizes that the hammer has to be path to Balvinade and lock it. Which means like he can go to fire, which is a problem. Because like there's no that like you have to realize that it has to be the hammer that is path to Balvinade. And if you realize this, you can do the hammer checks in GGG, but you can also do the hammer checks everywhere else.
Yeah.
And the hovers were locked by hammer too.
So Rob is getting back into Shadow Temple to do the 2 checks in the front. As you said, logically 6 key locked, so makes sense to postpone these.
Also Song of Time locked. So you need a bomb to blow this. Use the key here. Then you have access to the map chest. Which is...
We get another Redead funeral.
Yeah. But you need to kill all of them this time.
Murder. Not gonna be a key, it's a junk item.
Yep. Now you need to play Song of Time here. Because
of course.
If you use Lens, you see a Song of Time block.
Yeah. Because everything is Song of Time locked in Master
and
Quest.
After that, you need to shoot the center eye.
What? These are aggro eyes? I see.
There are 2 aggro eyes and 1 you have to shoot because there's a nice block just behind the thing. You see it with Lens too.
And then another Dead Hand fight, because why not? Why not have 3 Dead Hand fight in a single game?
Yeah, this is the Hover's location in Master Quest 2, but you need a small key basically. You need small keys.
Which honestly I do like, that you have to go deeper into the dungeon before you can get your dungeon item.
Yep.
And junk. Okay, now r0bd0g has to make a decision. He's playing Prelude.
That's the fastest way to GGG. No, because
he's going child.
Bottom of the well.
He's spending time in well, so that gives SlyRyD maybe another 5 to 10 minutes to catch back up.
Yeah, he's following the Ice Cavern path, basically.
Quick recap here. SlyRyD knows that he can just beat Volvagia in Fire Temple. He already knows where the boss key is. He already has the boss key, in fact. SlyRyD... No, actually, he doesn't have the boss key because he had trouble with a torches puzzle in the first go around. But he knows where the boss key is. He knows he can get that super early. He is just about to be done with Forest Temple. We have a race on our hands.
I think Sly is ahead now.
Yeah, Sly might actually be ahead because he knows where that friggin' boomerang is. And r0bd0g is about to last location this. He is getting into, well, he will full clear this because before he ever sets foot, and he will even do child cleanup if there's any child checks left that he has to do before he will ever set foot into GGG again.
Yeah. You will see how bad the well is right now.
Yeah.
Doing some storms checks before, which is a good idea. But you will see how bad bottom of the well is in Master Quest. Yeah, I think as long as Sly doesn't make any execution mistake, he's guaranteed to win now.
I'm not saying guaranteed to win because like r0bd0g, all r0bd0g needs to do is pick up that boomerang, and he knows he's in business. He knows he's in go mode.
I think he's out of
Sly has that thing.
Sly is beating PG right now. Then he plays Bolero, gets into fire. He will take like 1 minute to get boss key and 1 minute to kill Volvagia. Then after that, he goes to Jabu, and he's already strictly ahead of Rob at this point. So I think Rob is
how quick is Go Mode Jabu in Master Quest? Is it any quicker than Go Mode Jabu Vanilla?
Yes, because you don't have to take Futo.
Oh.
So it's much
This is more bait for r0bd0g?
It's long shot? No.
Nope. It's...
Great. It's actually better. If he sees long shot, that's the end.
I mean, he's getting into water if he finds long shot.
Yes, for sure.
He's thinking Upsal dungeons if he finds long shot.
Or spirit.
Oh, good grief!
Long shot is GG, guaranteed. But
r0bd0g is headed to Kokiri Forest.
But he does. Yeah, long shot's the top of lab. Yeah. Oh, nice bone, PG. I forgot about this one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's a third bow.
Yeah, that guarantees that ice is the buff bow. Then that's guarantees it.
Yeah, we do know where long shot is. You're right.
Yeah, okay, that's bottom. That's Fox 1 into bottom of the well. Okay, I think Sly is finishing in
15 minutes latest.
15 minutes latest, yeah. And Rob doesn't have time to do bottom of the well, then do GTG, then do Jabu.
He doesn't even know he needs to be in GTG. Again, full clear your paths, folks.
Yeah, yeah. I think Sly got it right. It's really sad because Rob was playing this perfectly, and then
he was half an hour ahead. I'm not gonna I'm not joking when I say he was half an hour ahead.
Yeah, he was. He just got destroyed by the hints. It's you basically cannot know this. It's a 50-50 between the like what we said and what actually is the real thing. You have no way to know. Oh yeah, we hook shots can actually do this.
In other words, we, your commentators, are also full of shit today. So sorry.
Yeah.
All right, SlyRyD taking quote unquote the easy way out here with the
yeah. That's why
the torches just uses Din's fire twice. Expensive, but guaranteed to work.
That's why the players on stream are the ones that are playing the Master Quest tournament. What do you mean I'm playing the tournament? I'm a tourist.
Sorry, what?
I just meant that this is why these are the players playing the tournament. They are better than they are really good players. Not me. I'm a tourist in the tournament. I'm playing because I like Master Quest, not because I'm good at it.
Whatever the reason, your reason to play is, I hope you have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So this is a whole new twist on the randomizer. Obviously, Master Quest is difficult to me to enjoy still, just because the dungeons are so different, and in many cases I feel like just a bit sillier. It's not like they're not different to the extent that they're whole new puzzles. They're just different to be different. But anyway, Sly had to reset the Volvagia fight here. Did not grab a fairy and ran out of time. But he does. Wait, Sly, you have the Goron tunic.
Yeah. I was. Okay.
Well, all right, into the bottom of the well, r0bd0g goes. He is following up to that path to the extent that he can. He committed to the play, and at this point, like, you either commit to the play, or if you admit, or if you think you might be in the entirely wrong place.
Yeah. Also,
then you just already have lost.
Have you ever dreamt of bottom of the well without any illusion? Welcome to Master Quest bottom of the well. There's no illusion there. Everything you see, you get.
Great. How far does r0bd0g get on this adventure before GG? Depends on how many times. What I just would have said would have been mean. So I'm not going to complete that sentence. But depends a bit on how Sly does on the rest of his seed. He does still need to beat Jabu. He still needs to beat Volvagia, obviously. So there's still some time left for r0bd0g here. But yeah.
Okay.
He will probably finish bottom of the well.
That's 2 items already in bottom of the well. Okay, that means that the next 2 checks are guaranteed to be keys. So the next 2 checks here, dead end and dead end freestanding, that means he only needs 1 key. The other one is used for a skull. So you bomb this, and done. Freestanding small key. And now you reset the dungeon because you don't care about the second small key on dead hand. Then you need to go to the like portion of the dungeon by using the small key. You blow up the ground, which reveals the switch. The switch will open the cage at the center of the dungeon, which you drop down to enable another switch, which spawns the bottom chest in the basement, where the map chest is in vanilla, which is in the middle of an army of re-dead, and that's the lens chest. Yeah, this is why this dungeon is kinda bad.
An army of re-dead sounds metal as fuck. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. If you don't want to be killed, also hit this. The crystal is barely poking out of the eye. Also, see, boom, and switch. And now back to the center.
It's a bit of a troll.
Okay, reset for Sly again. Breath of the
Oh
Wild.
boy. Oh boy, oh boy. So we had just seen Zora Tunic, by the way.
Oh, it was a red Zora Tunic.
Sorry, not Goron Tunic. Where was that Goron Tunic again?
Okay, get out of the dungeon now. I don't remember.
We had just seen it. I think it was one of the Storms checks.
Or if it was a Storms check, then it makes sense. I don't think Sly did Storms checks.
Yeah, you're right. I thought because I had just seen Goron Tunic that it is that it was available to him, but honestly, at this point, when you're clearly having trouble beating Volvagia for whatever reason, because like you're not getting any better at this because you're obviously getting tilted by having to reset this fight so many times, I think it might just be worth the time investment to go to Goron City and buy you a Goron Tunic. Farm that money.
There's no fairies in Fire Temple in Master Quest, so if you really don't want to go buy the Goron Tunic, just heal yourself to the DMC fairy and get your long shots because that's funny. But I think
he's getting troll hold again.
Okay, that's
GG.
good.
That's it.
Okay, that should be enough.
That really depends on how quick Rob will get to that room that has his boomerang, because he is now headed towards GTG inevitably. He has done more of Jabu.
Yeah, but that's worthless. That's literally worthless to have done more in Jabu right now.
Well, shoot.
Yeah. What is good is that he already did the fish thing, and he has a very good execution. So he also knows Master Quest better than literally anyone else, I think, at this point. But Sly seems to have practiced his Master Quest too, so I think Sly will be fine and still be ahead. I'm looking at the songs. I do think they both have the same availability to Jabu.
There's Prelude for Sly.
I don't think Nocturne is faster to reach. Now Luang is in Iron Knuckle
Hammerlock room, Iron Knuckle room 2.
Yeah, Iron Knuckle 2.
Or Iron Knuckle right side.
Which is the fire keys in vanilla.
Not deep, no. It's past the lava room.
It's deep because you cannot go right side. Like the only way to get to this room is from the left side, because the door is locked on the other side.
Oh, right. I see.
So that's deep.
So,
Like, look at this hellscape.
well, oh dear. And hellscape over.
He's going to. It's temporary. You are on a time limit.
Is he going to toilet first?
Yes.
Oh dear.
You need 6 silver rupees to open the room to toilet, but you only need 3 in the toilet itself.
But there is a hammer switch on this side of the thing.
Of the room, yeah. If you can hit the hammer switch here, you can reach the door, probably. But I think you can only hit the hammer switch from the top.
Isn't there a hookshot target up there in Master Quest?
No.
Meanwhile, SlyRyD is now headed into Jabu.
Okay, these are the 3 silver rupees of toilet. There's only 3, yeah. It's actually easier toilet.
In
And
Master
not
Quest,
lost waste of time.
in Master Quest, enemies are not as careless with their money. It seems.
Yep. You just need the Inspire to do toilet. Or fire arrows. Surprised Rob is not resetting. Yeah. Yeah. You're resetting. You need to go left side.
All right. I mean, Rob is rapidly running out of time, and sure seems like Sly is definitely. I mean, we know that Sly is ahead at this point. I'm just trying to imagine worlds where Sly, where Rob can claw this back from Sly, and I'm going to say the window of possibilities is steadily narrowing.
It's about 3 minutes difference right now. Pretty sure.
Yep, sure looks like it.
Like the walk to Jabu is painful. Also, Rob needs to go really far. He has done nothing of this part of the dungeon. Ooh, barely missing the silver rupee for some reason. Why Pharaoh's Win? Oh yeah, Pharaoh's Win. Yeah, okay, that actually makes sense right now. Yeah. Okay, so you see, not doing the checks here. Pharaoh's Win here makes sense because you will be able to beat the dungeon once you kill the tentacle. You do need to hit this switch to open the door. And that's the only thing, that's the only advantage that Rob has in Jabu. Only this switch. So the path to continue here is using Bongchu in this room to blow up rocks, to shoot a cow, to open a door, and the boomerang to go from the other side to the other side. So you see this? Oh, he's doing this without explosives. Wow. Okay, great. Usually you just use a Bongchu. And now you can just jump on the thing, but going besides it is funnier and faster. And these 2 blocks right in front of you are the reason you need bomb bag to finish the dungeon. Okay. First tentacle right here. Also, no cutscene when you kill tentacles in Master Quest Jabu.
So many crates in Jabu. So many. So many cows as well.
Second tentacle. And as I said, no, not a single one of the cutscenes, which is so nice. I really, really wish we didn't have... We had no cutscene in Vanilla too.
That, by the way, is your logical first bomb back, apparently.
Yeah. This is why you need bomb bag. Just these 2 blocks. And the last
Rob-Dog is about to find his boomerang and be mad as hell.
Yeah, he will be really, really, really sad. Okay, you still need to kill the big Octo. And this is basically all you have to do with Ruto. Just take her from the room and put her on the big Octo. That's all you need.
Okay, then. That is a very convenient Ruto. Like, that actually makes Jabu more convenient in Master Quest, just not having to deal with Ruto so much.
I think if people like knew about all of the Master Quest dungeons, they would prefer Jabu and Forest apart from their vanilla dungeons. They are just better. Like Forest, not sure, but Jabu is strictly better. You just need a slingshot. That's the only item difference. It's more fun, and it has more checks, and it's faster when you are in Go mode. It just feels better to play. You also have no cutscenes. Also cows. The cow switches are really fun. This is the hardest. Just remember to get your crate, and that's about it. Okay, one last room, which is the room before Balrinade, and that's basically everything we will have seen from Master Quest at this point. I don't think we see any other room besides the first one of Ganon's castle. So there's a cow on the right side of the room here. If every time you put the cow, it goes higher and higher, and at one point it hits the switch. So you can just hit where the switch is if you know where it is, and that just opens the door. No need to shoot the cow times.
And apparently we now caught a fairy.
Yeah. It's a good safety to have. Okay. So yeah, a basically full Jabu advantage to Sly, but Jabu is faster. It isn't as big as it would be in Vanilla.
Convenient. All right, so Rob-Dog now in Jabu with basically nothing to show for already having done most of the checks in the dungeon. So, yeah. As SlyRyD is just about done with Baronade, Rob-Dog is about to begin the actual part of the dungeon that matters. Unfortunate.
Yeah. it's really, really, really unfortunate that it happened like this for Rob, but well, that's part of the game, and the hints are like the hints don't lie, but they can mislead you really bad. Okay, first tentacle for Rob, and last med for Sly, which is Genborski now. It's still a pretty fast seed, to be honest.
For master, I mean, you said 3 hours beforehand, and now
Yeah.
we are 2 hours 30 in, and all medallions. We have the Ganon boss key, so
the 3 bad dungeons of Master Quest. Like Shadow is actually not that much of that bad of a dungeon, but it's long, so it still gets in. But like we didn't need to touch Spirit, we didn't need to touch Water, and we didn't need to touch Shadow. Have seen it from Rob, but we didn't need. So that's a pretty fast seed. That's the smallest item requirement you can get in Master Quest with this set of dungeon. You didn't need hovers, you didn't need long shots, you didn't need irons, which is the best you can hope for, and you didn't need mirror shield. So, and you didn't need any strength besides strength 1. Okay, actually, let me think. I think you can even skip strength 1 in this seed with bomb shoes. Yeah. You logically need it, but you could finish without a single strength in this one. You don't need strength for forest. Alright, SlyRyD, the only one room we will do of Cannon Castle. Wait. Oh, okay. I was not sure what Sly was doing, but it seems he just fell by accident. Okay, the tower is the same. There's no Master Quest.
The tower is the same? Oh.
There's no Master Quest Ganon's tower. So it's a pretty close race still.
Yeah, absolutely. Like looking at this, we are still looking at less than 5 minutes time difference. It is just unfortunate for Rob Dog how much time or how much of a lead he unfortunately lost through a play that you yourself said you would have done the same way, right?
100%. I would have Future Shadow in this scene. Like before going back to GTG at least. Like I probably go ice still, and then think the bomb bag is the path, and then when I think really hard, I probably say, okay, it's just priority Shadow, and then go Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably what I would have done. So I would get destroyed in the seed. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pain.
Yeah, this is. I mean, basically, just what saved SlyRyD here is that he stuck slightly closer to the logic and happened to have hammer, and also decided to do hookless Master Quest GTG, which you didn't even know was possible. I didn't even know was possible, and or.
Oh, that doesn't help, actually. He had to go back to GGG for it to pay.
Oh, right, yeah. Because it did need to have bombs to actually go around the rest of the circuit. All right, so
Not really. He needed a bottle. You don't need bombs to get up. You just play Song of Time to get up.
oh
He
right,
had
yeah.
Song of Time. It's
So 238.45 for SlyRyD beginning the Ganon fight here. Sorry for interrupting you.
no issue, no issue. Okay, Bosky for Rob. No big run sword.
Oh, I didn't quite get the stun dog. But
That
still,
was
I think it
good.
was 6 or 7 good hits.
That was more, I think.
And a freebie for SlyRyD to finish him off.
Yeah.
And that was the last
it was
hit.
9. It was a 9. What triggers a freebie? Lock. You need a specific attack from Ganondorf to...
Well, yeah, so Ganon needs to be damaged already. It's the first thing that needs to happen. And second, the random number generator needs to decide that the next attack is going to be the one that you either can just nail him with a light arrow immediately, or you need to repel with a spin attack.
Yep. A magical spin attack.
Mm-hmm. Right. That is phase 1 done for SlyRyD. Quick time travel moment here. As Restream catches up to reality.
And Rob reaches Ganon's tower.
Yeah, sure looks like SlyRyD will be just about done with the Ganon fight before Rob makes it into Ganondorf's door.
Yeah. That was a pretty fancy, really hard logically to piece out. Especially like Ice Cavern Bow is really bad. The main point of confusion is that GTG had way too many items, which kinda screw the logic reading of a path.
Yeah. So the hammer was path. It was hard required to get the boomerang. It just happened. The boomerang also happened to be in GTG. And GG's to SlyRyD, winning this with a time, official racetime.gg time of 2 hours, 42 minutes, and 6 seconds. And RobDog is
Putting the GG, but continuing.
RobDog is going to finish it. Type GG in the race room and said, "I want bacon too." Hang on.
Yeah.
All right.
When you're that close, you
Boomerang was in full clear GTG. Sorry, what?
What was in full clear GTG? Bomb bag, boomerang, and all of them are required. Logically, at least. So the reason you need the hammer is because it, it locks the boomerang, and
So the hammer had to be the path hinted item here, because if it hadn't been the hammer that was hinted path, it had been the boomerang instead. The hammer would have been hinted path to Volvagia, because the randomizer does its darndest. No, actually, it can't hint the hammer path to Volvagia. It cannot, because the hammer is hard required to get the boomerang. So it can't be hinted path to Volvagia. No matter what. So the path hint can also be for the boomerang, but it just the hammer cannot be hinted path to Volvagia because it is also required to get your to get your boomerang.
Yeah, as long as the hammer is needed. Yeah, as long as the hammer is needed for Jabu, it works. Yeah. It was confusing because the bomb bag is hinted path to Jabu. Because you actually need the bomb bag to clear Jabu, and it's very easy to forget you actually do need the bomb bag to clear Jabu in the Master Quest.
And it looks like both of our runners are going to join us for an interview. So, and it's after all this madness, we're looking at less than a 5-minute difference, I think, in results. Right, I have found a one SlyRyD. Welcome in SlyRyD, GG's.
GG.
That sure was a thing.
Yeah, bosses didn't go too well, but otherwise, I just heard from my friend that full clearing GTG was a good play for me.
The best. Yeah, the best you could have made.
Rob was about 30 minutes ahead until he got baited by the path hints that were suggesting really hard that Shadow had the boomerang.
Yeah.
And then everything disappeared.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I was pursuing maybe scale as a path hint, and that's why I stumbled on hookshot. Like I was going to do lab, and then I was like, oh, hookshot. I think we're in go mode.
Yeah. So Rob never got that hookshot. He got the other one.
Where was it?
Upper lab.
No, DMC ferry.
Okay.
Crater Ferry. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, you were the one that got the Topper Lab hookshot. And there is SlyRyD done. There is also RoBDOG done with a time of 2:46.25. After all this, less than 5 minutes difference.
Yeah.
Wow. I almost did the DMC ferry just to get a heart refill because I kept dying to both.
Yeah, we were. I mean, it doesn't get easier. Like if you're tilted from a fight, we were just. Yeah. I was just actually suggesting just go and buy you that Goron tunic and get back in there.
I think I had like 20 rupees at the time. So.
Yeah, you did.
I blew all my money. I blew all my money on Blue Fire, forgetting that domain was foolish.
Oh no!
Yeah,
we were wondering.
Yeah.
Also, the alternative was walk back to DMC and do the DMC ferry check to full heal.
Oh yeah. I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
I was thinking of like being a meme again and getting the what's it called? The Desert Colossus fairies.
Yeah. Oh, we have Rob in Raging Room, I think.
Oh, let's go. Let's get him in here then. GG's Rob.
GG Rob.
Hello?
Hi, and welcome in. Yeah, we can hear you.
I am completely no idea what was going on.
So
anyway,
the path of this seed is absolutely garbage. So the path of Ice Cavern is the bow to get the bomb bag.
I figured that out when Storms didn't do anything.
Yeah, it's the bow.
Bomb bag where?
For the bomb bag in GTG. And because you need the bomb bag to beat Jabu logically. And that's why it's path to Balwinade. That's just it.
Or, but
Yeah.
I don't have
And,
logic for that bomb bag either.
Well, the bomb bag in Ice Cavern was out of logic because you need a bomb bag to hit that
course.
crystal switch in the floor. So
Yeah. Or if you're me, 5 chews.
uh,
But I saw that it was
yes.
bomb bag, and I'm like, okay, I'm blowing all my chews. Let's go.
I mean, sure.
Yeah. I never ended up checking bowling, but I'll take the bomb bag anyway.
Same.
So
Yeah.
I'm wondering, where is the long shot? That's what I want to know.
It's
Top of lab. It was my hook shot.
Yeah, nice. So here's the
planted
thing about
bean.
that check is I had intended to plant the bean, but I just kind of forgot to buy one. I'm like, I'm at lake, and I'm like, where's my bean?
Yeah, I
Oh,
actually
no.
doubled back. I doubled back in river to get it because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go through domain, open up King Zora, then plant that bean. So I actually like lost, I don't know, a minute going back to get a bean.
That's funny.
But
Because
it was
I
worth it.
consider doing that as well, especially with like the scale, kind of maybe doing something. But
Yeah,
then
with
I
the
got
scale,
the other
yeah.
hook shot pretty much
Exactly.
right after that, and I was like, okay, bailed out.
Yeah, that's why I got my hook shot. I was following the scale path, like potential path to lab. So I was like, oh snap, let's go.
Yeah, and the hints were really confusing because since there's no
There's
Gunning
none.
Bossy path hints, it's heavily hinting at Shadow because Nocturne is
That's
vanilla.
why. Yes.
That's why you went
Did
Shadow,
you do
right?
Shadow?
And yeah.
I would
No,
have done the same.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I didn't
I
do
was-
shadow. I'm not big brain enough to follow.
So I even like the sentiment of like trying to skip the long shot, going for the back areas, but that took way too long. I probably lost by more time than that took me. That was so slow.
Yeah,
It usually doesn't take me that long. I did this in my previous match too, and I lost like 90 seconds to it. But this was miserable today.
this is
I don't have a great setup. I should find a better one.
It's
There
really
isn't. There
hard.
isn't. There isn't a good setup. That's the secret. It's all
My
about
stupid setup
lining
is
it up.
like, point in this kind of direction toward the door, and then get this perfect one frame movement forward. Like it's
Yeah,
very tough.
you're talking about the jump slash recoil, right?
No, the just hook shotting it with that long shot.
Yeah, you need this very special corner position on the pillar after
Yeah.
boat, and then do a hookshot extension for a pixel shot.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
you're at the end of the
really
dungeon.
bad. Yeah, it's
Yes.
really, really bad.
There were a couple of big chests back there, man. They had me thinking I had the right idea for a second.
Well,
And
yeah, you
I
went
was
deep.
thinking, yeah, the iron boots were back there. Those were nice. So glad I pulled those. So before I found Boomerang, I'd already done the toilet.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stinking toilet.
Yeah. At the moment you started doing this, we thought you really had the right idea, and we thought we would see the Boomerang in the next rooms of Shadow. And then Sly actually gets Boomerang while you are doing this, and we are like, what is happening?
Dear.
And I was like, yeah, that's hammerlocked. Damn!
Yeah.
It is the other hook shot. One of them is hammerlocked. But
Yep.
I was still doing stuff that wasn't hammerlocked because I didn't understand a thing.
It's normal to assume the scale is the path to Valminate in GTG. That's the problem. It actually is path in this scene. Because
like the
there's
scale,
a
I think, and the hammer, like both of them.
Yeah, both are path because you need the scale. All the bomb bags and the other scale are scale locked, and you need the scale to get into Zora's domain to hand in Rudo's letter for Ice Cavern access there. Actually, so that was definitely a path item.
Every single item in GTG that you get is actually path.
But as it was going, it was getting more and more likely that I would actually have to find the long shot. Because the Spirit Temple is a ton of checks, for example, and then those irons turned up. Maybe I need those for water.
I was gonna say, so like, would you have gone to water if you had found a long shot?
No, I don't think so.
I think Spirit is
better. I might have.
GTG, and HBA had all of the items.
Yeah, just go to Gerudo area for it, basically.
Yeah.
I didn't even know where I was going to go next if it wasn't there. was thinking
Yeah,
maybe I missed something in the lobby of Spirit because you could like hammer that one eye switch and then shoot it. But that's not bow locked. Maybe fire. There's a lot of there's hammer and bow locks in fire. So I was thinking deep fire.
yeah, I had like a couple items left, and I was like, okay, I want to go to lake to check the top of lab and then do lab diving. And I was like, what's the fastest way there? Oh, let's reverse Wasteland and then pick up Ferore's Wind on the way. I got enough keys in GTG on the first dip, and then ended up getting my ring, and then my hook shot immediately after. I'm like, oh, go mode, let's go.
So I wonder, like, what is the actual prospect of having a bottle before the first time you go to Gerudo? Is that even possible? Is that reasonable to do?
Like
Because if I had a
but with
bottle, I
bad
would have got
routing,
that
right?
boomerang.
Yeah.
Like I was
Yep.
absolutely gonna get that, have that wall master pull me up into it.
Mm-hmm. I actually
But
completely forgot about toilet. I didn't skip it intentionally.
Oh, you didn't have irons.
We didn't have irons.
Oh, I didn't have irons. Okay, there we go. So that was my thought process. Yeah.
Like I didn't want to go to Logic and GTG for just the one chest, but if I had I had a bottle, I would have kept going, and I had everything else I needed to get the boomerang at that time.
Yeah,
I felt
the hardest part is having the bottle because you're kind of forced to do GTG once before having access to a bottle.
yeah.
It's actually possible. It's 100% possible, and if you were like
With bad
really
routing.
forward thinking, you could do it because you just need to spend a chew to go up the river, plant a bean in graveyard, and you can get that bottle. Like if you really wanted to take the time to get a bottle, you do have the means to do it.
Yeah.
Just how
But-
bad do you want that bottle? Is the question
Well,
at that
badly,
point.
I guess.
But it seems in this seed you would finish in about 2 hours and 10 minutes if you have one.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, sounds
Yeah,
about
it might
right.
even been sub 2 pace, honestly.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
if a bottle just magically spawned in your inventory, I think I would have been done in under 2. But actually
Would've-
picking it up, it's kind of slow.
You
I
were
don't think
you were
anybody
kind of on
does it.
pace for that, yeah.
Yeah.
Just hook, line, and sinker. The same bait that Alkaline also would have taken. The same bait I've swallowed after about like a 30 minutes of time where I didn't understand why Alkaline was so insistent on the hammer couldn't have been passed to Volvagia. It needed to be passed to Baronate because
Yeah.
path prioritization. But then
And the fact
later
that
on,
they
we
were-
realized, no, the boomerang is actually the path item. The hammer can't be hinted, or can actually be the path item. The hammer can't be hinted to Baron as path item to
Yeah.
Volvagia because it is on the path to Baronade.
And the
So-
fact that none of the Nocturne dungeons got hinted, it's just kind of like maybe that's because you need the Nocturne check. Like that seems like the most logical explanation for it all.
Mm-hmm.
So it turns out my me not thinking about logic for 1.5 years and being at a disadvantage there helped me.
I couldn't decide whether to go out or stay in, so I was like ping-ponging between the two options. This is
Yeah.
not what you want to do. I'd hope that maybe I was fast enough for the rest of the game that I could afford to like maybe ping-pong a little. Because I was like going to ice, and then I went shadow, and then bottom of the well, and then training ground. Like the ping-ponging was not good. I didn't know if I had time or not to. Like it was kind of close. Like I was only a couple of minutes behind. So if Sly just makes a couple more mistakes, then there is time for me to be so indecisive. But
I did
I should be
and
picking one.
I did fight
And I'm still-
Volv 4 or 5 times. And
my God.
it really sucks that you have to switch equips to get Dins to get back every time.
Oh my god. Yeah, I died to Volvagia, but I bottled a fairy before going in.
Yeah. After
It
dying the
just,
third time, I'm like, I should probably consider getting a fairy.
What about like farming rupees and getting a tunic just so I wouldn't have to like deal with maybe like if you screw up fire bad enough, you could end up needing multiple fairies because you got big lava room and the flame wall room. There's no flame wall. Is
Mhm.
kind of slow if you don't have fire arrows, but I did have fire arrows, so it wasn't going to be bad for me. But it's actually surprising how long that flame wall room can take if you can't fire arrow it.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
considered farming for the tunic, but then I was like, I
Mhm.
think I can make it work on a fairy. I found a couple extra hearts.
Yeah,
I was a little bit worried about maybe having to do so much fire with one fairy, but wouldn't have been bad
yeah.
anyway.
I was
So
picking
got
up a lot of small chests for sure, just for chews and stuff like that. And I had 300 rupees at one point, and I'm like, oh, I can buy blue fire ahead of time. I blew all my rupees, and I was like, oh crap, King Zora is
Domain
foolish,
is
and I
foolish.
didn't even realize.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I did buy a pack of
but
chews pretty early on.
I was
Bye.
definitely like trying to keep money around in order to have to like buy chews out of logic if I didn't find the bomb bag. So
Yeah, I had decided I went and beat DC, and I kind of blew all my chews, and there was a walled in there, and it's like, okay, I guess I got to go to Gerudo now because I need to refill my chews.
And then you get all of the goodies in Fortress.
So much stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think I have a lot of hope of beating Rafa. It kind of destroyed us on this async. It's likely to be my last match, which kind of sucks. I wanted to play a whole whack of MQ.
Nobody's stopping you.
If you ever,
while the tournament is running, people are going to be looking for practice races anyway, and also, don't sell yourself short.
Yeah, there's a chance. There's a chance.
There's a chance. Like,
always a chance.
He could stumble on the same logical problems. Like, it's as much Season 8 as it is MQ with the logic, so...
Rob, you were posting your times in practice races, and meanwhile, this is my first sub 4 for these settings. So,
oh jeez.
So I was definitely afraid.
This is a fast.
The whole time I was in shadow, I was like, "Am I killer apping it right now?" Like, because if you remember season 2. No, it was against Keisei Necro where I just went into like foolish forest for no reason. Like, should I be following this path in? And I'm wondering, like, is there even a chance that I need to do like bottom of the well? Can that even possibly be required here, except like if I need the long shot?
5 checks.
How do you explain the hammer? And maybe it all just leads to bomb bag, and then boomerang is just wherever the hell. Right? That's plausible?
Yeah.
Look, we were only able to make sense of the logic after it was laid bare, basically, after we actually ended up... after we found the boomerang, we were kind of able to piece it together, but... Good God. This was rude.
Is there a chance that like you just find the boomerang somewhere and it locks Bombag and Jabu? That could do it as well, but that's no different than just Bombag being wherever.
Yeah. So the bomb bag was hinted because Jabu has bomb blocks you need to blow up to finish the dungeon. And
technically the bomb bag is on path 2, isn't it? Yeah. Did anybody find the third one? Probably not. Or did I find the third one?
The third one?
No, I don't think so.
Pretty sure it has to be in Spirit at this point.
Spirit is where the randomizer parks items that don't need to interfere with the logic. Same as with Light Trial in vanilla. Anyway, I think it's time for us to get out of here, right?
Yeah.
All right, GG's. Thank you.
Good game.
GG's, and thank you for agreeing to restream on a little bit short notice. I am glad we restreamed this race. This was a ton of fun.
I hope there are enough pixels for you.
There were a bunch of pixels. I learned today that 240p is actually more than feasible for a Zelda speedruns restream. So
no, this was 360. The bit rate was
nice.
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
Also, the last bomb bag is in Ganon Castle Master Quest Spirit.
What?
Yeah.
Behind fire arrows, probably.
Fire arrows. The mirror shield I didn't use.
Yeah, behind your hall. Oh yeah.
Do I even want to know where you did you just ask Tress about this?
No, in Master Quest tournaments, the spoiler log is unlocked when you finish the seed.
Oh, I see. All right. With that, I think it's time to get out of here. I want to say a big thank you to everyone who made this restream possible. First of all, obviously our runners forego audience interaction when they stream when they get restreamed, because obviously we can't have their mics on restream. So Go give them a follow. Go watch more of their streams when they don't have to be silent and actually can interact with their audience. Thank you also to everyone who to everyone behind the scenes, the trackers. First of all, that's Veva and Warren Traveler, who clicked all the buttons and made sure we knew what the heck was going on as much as was possible during this mess of a seed. And thank you to Alkaline Ace for joining me in the commentary booth. This was a ton of fun. I'm definitely going to be back for more Master Quest tournaments after I've learned a bit more about Master Quest dungeons. Been a pleasure hanging out with you all. I'm going to rate you over to Vanilla OoT Randomizer. Season 8 tournament, Zelda Speedruns has the race between Mr. Mario and Seisei going on right now. They're 25 minutes in, so that sounds like a ton of fun. Let's go.
Yeah, also big thanks to my co-commentator, Tobias.
A pleasure. And we'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
I'm waving.